Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Earlier, we were talking about the CFB Super League to replace the NCAA, and now we're going to be talking about the A's leaving Oakland after 2024. But before we start that, I just wanted to remind you guys to like and follow the show. We get a number of questions from viewers that come in during the show, so to ensure that your question gets right on the air, I ask that you use the tips and donation link with your question. That link is GSMCPodcast.net. This just puts your question at the top of the list so that I can see it, and it really helps the show. So,
Okay, so
alrighty,
we went a little long. I did
we
not
did
realize how
go
long
long.
we did. We started late and we went long. It's
Yeah.
crazy. We normally run a tight ship around here, but
Yeah, it's
the
Friday.
last 48 hours have been. It started with Thirsty Thursday and went downhill from there.
It's okay though. It's Friday. We're
All
chill,
right.
relaxed over here. Anyway. All right. So, the A's officially leaving Oakland after 2024 will play in Sacramento through 2027 until the Vegas Stadium is ready. The Athletics, as part of their efforts to relocate to Las Vegas in time for the 2028 season, will play their home games for the 2025-27 seasons at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento, California. The team announced on Thursday. The deal includes an option for a fourth season. The A's lease with the city of Oakland is set to expire at the end of this season, yet the A's rejected a 5-year extension on the lease of Oakland Coliseum. That, plus an apparent desire to retain as much of their local broadcasting revenue as possible, a factor that may have dissuade them from temporarily relocating to Salt Lake City or other out-of-state possibilities, led the A's to the capital city of California. The A's do not intend to change their name to reflect their Sacramento residency. Instead, they'll be known simply by their nickname, according to The Athletic. Team officials met with the city of Sacramento Wednesday, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, a day after saying they were far apart on the terms needed to agree on an extension to stay in Oakland. So, we got
It's funny that you're talking about this.
teams
And
moving around.
on my desk was my old card from when I used to represent the A's. And it's like I'll just do this much of yeah, I don't know if you can't really see it, but I used to represent the Raiders and A's and
Mm-hmm.
Sharks back in my old radio days. And so I'm very familiar with the A's.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also very familiar with the whole situation. And it's a sad day to hear that the A's are going to be leaving Oakland, just like it was a sad day to see the Raiders leave Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of goes with the story we were talking about yesterday,
Yeah.
where time after time, the Raiders and the A's wanted to get a new stadium and could never get a measure passed for the city to pay for a stadium to be uh, done.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I was telling you the other yesterday when we were talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and their measure not passing, that this is the same situation. Measure after measure has been turned down. City has been pretty much saying, no, we're not going to pay for a stadium for you, a new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? There's always another city that is like, hey, we'll get you a brand new stadium. You come to Vegas and we will get you a stadium. Sacramento has been like, they would love to have them, even if they
Mm-hmm.
can get them just for a year or two. That's a good setup. I lived in Sacramento for years. This is a great setup because the A's can play there. The hope is, hey, maybe we can show them that we can support a professional team and maybe we can get a team later on. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what benefits the Sacramento for letting the A's play there. And they have an awesome park. It's a little small, so they're going to have to kind of build that bad boy out a little bit. That's where I think it's used to be the River Cats play that. So they're going to be playing. I think they're playing there, and then the city of Las Vegas is going to build them an amazing stadium. Oakland moving from Oakland to Los Angeles has been a financial windfall for the Raiders. The
Mm-hmm.
Raiders, who have been struggling financially for years, are now one of the more wealthiest franchises in the league now. The same is going to apply with the A's. The A's have been in Oakland. I mean, that's just Major League Baseball. That's
Mm-hmm.
the A's are in Oakland, the Yankees are in New York, the Red Sox are in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that you just know to be true. The Indians now the Guardians are going to be in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. I can't picture Oakland without the Raiders. I can't picture Oakland without the Raiders and the A's.
Mm-hmm.
And now Oakland has nothing. They
Yeah.
go,
What is going down in Oakland right now? Like everybody's just
Oakland.
dipping.
Well, first off, they've had a horrible stadium situation for years.
Mm.
For decades, it's been bad. And the city just doesn't have the money. I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand how they don't have the money, but it gets turned down every single time. Sports just don't get supported in Oakland like they do in other cities. There's a lot going on. I lived in the Bay Area for years, and it's kind of like, hey, what are you going to do today?
Mm-hmm.
There is so much going on in the Bay Area that by the time you get to, hey, let's go to an A's game, there's like 35 other things that you've talked about before even getting to that.
Mm-hmm.
I just like, you know what? A's game, or let's go to wine country. Let's go to Napa Valley. It's like there's so much to do in the Bay. This isn't sorry, lived in Cleveland. But sometime in the wintertime, it's like go see a high school, college, or professional football game or nothing, shovel snow. You know what I mean? It's not that way there. And so there's so much to do, there's so much to compete with that it's hard. And then there's only a bridge, the Bay Bridge. That's the only thing that really separates Oakland from San Francisco. And
Mm-hmm.
now you got to compete. You're competing with the 49ers, the San Francisco Giants, the Golden State Warriors as well for luxury boxes and selling and media buy. And take it from a guy who at the time worked for the company that had the media rights, and you're selling the packages for the Oakland A's, and it's kind of like, okay, I have the Raiders here. I also and then the 49ers are, you're buying the 49ers first.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you're buying the Giants first. The San Jose Sharks. There's so much going on that the city of Oakland gets left behind, and the stadium hasn't been renovated. It's outdated. That stadium should have been torn down 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so eventually, it's like Las Vegas is showing like, hey, we can support a team. Gambling's okay now. We can have a team there because the only reason why Vegas
Yeah.
didn't have a team was teams were like, no, it's a bad look having football players in Las Vegas. Well, the Golden Knights went there, and that was a success. And then the Raiders went there, and that's a success. That's a massive success.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, hey, why not just pull on in? We got our hockey team, we got an NFL team. Now we have a baseball team and luxury boxes. There's a thing called high rollers. Every casino out there wants
Yeah.
a luxury suite. You're not going to have a problem with selling luxury suites because the Bellagio is going to be wanting to have, their luxury suite for their high rollers. Caesar's going to want to have the Wynn's going to want to have their luxury suites. You don't have a problem selling luxury suites in Las Vegas. And that's the reason why. That's why when I go back and we talk about the Kansas City Chiefs not passing their measure, I can't picture Kansas City, the Chiefs, ever leaving Kansas City. But I couldn't picture the A's leaving Oakland either. And guess what? It's happened.
It happened.
You see where I'm coming from? Because there is a city out there that is willing to pay top dollar. You want to, like the Raiders. Hey, Raiders, you want a dome stadium, but you want natural grass? How about this? We build you the most expensive stadium ever, and we're going to put your football field on wheels, so when you're not playing, the grass is outside getting sun, but when it's time for you to play, we'll water the grass right back in the field, and you can play. Yes, that's what. Take a look. Look it up. Yes. So the grass,
I would hate to have that job moving the grass inside and outside.
I think it's motorized. I think it just rolls on out. Take a look and just say, Las Vegas Raiders field goes outdoors, and it rolls outdoors, it rolls indoors, so that when they're not playing, the grass is sucking up the sun's catching the rays, and then rolls back in, because Vegas has the money because they can sell the luxury suites. You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Look at that.
Exactly. Yes, that sucker rolls on out. They don't have to open the stadium.
I'm fascinated.
They don't. You don't bring the sun to the field. The field goes to the sun. That's what I mean.
That's so crazy.
That's what I mean by, if a team, we were talking about yesterday, is it right for an owner to ask a team to build me a stadium in my city? Well, the answer is yes, because if the city doesn't, there's a city that will, and they'll go all out.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got $1 billion stadium. They couldn't get a few $100 million to renovate the Oakland stadium, but Vegas is like, listen, we'll drop $1 billion or $2 billion on you, and we'll lay this thing out. You want a sushi bar and all the luxury suites? No problem. Private chefs, whatever you guys need, just come on to Las Vegas. Raiders go. Oakland A's are like, hey, Raiders, is it really that nice there? Come on down. I gotta make a stop over at Sacramento to take me a little nap, a rest stop, and then I'm hauling my butt to Vegas.
Yeah,
and now Oakland is in Vegas. Rolling slot
Vegas
machines.
is the new Oakland.
That's a major upgrade. Oakland is a great city. Oakland, you got to recognize, you can't be talking too much smack about Oakland.
I didn't say anything about Oakland.
Oh no. Oakland is hood. Oakland, you get your butt whooped. You talking bad about Oakland.
I didn't say anything bad about Oakland.
even I just like, hey, Oakland, how y'all doing? I just drive through Jack London Square. Love that place.
Yeah,
Oakland's next level, but they don't have a team anymore.
No,
and that's heartbreaking, because I'm going to tell you that some of the best fans in the world are in Oakland. They are loyal. And some of these people are going to still keep their tickets for the A's. Just like I have a buddy of mine who had season tickets to the Raiders. They moved to Vegas. He still has season tickets to the Raiders. He just goes on Sundays during the NFL season, and he takes his butt to Vegas so he can watch his Raiders, because they're that loyal. So
crazy. Everybody's dropping like flies in Oakland right now.
That's right. The Warriors aren't in Oakland anymore either, right? No. Check and see if the Warriors are still in Oakland. The Golden State Warriors. Where do they play? I don't think they're in Oakland anymore either.
I thought they were in California, were they not?
No, the Golden State Warriors, that is Oakland, California.
Oh. I'm stupid.
I'm there for you, girl. You know.
I didn't realize Oakland was in California. Sorry.
Don't just see. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt that you didn't realize the Golden State meant California.
I know what Golden State means. Yeah,
but you didn't realize that Oakland was in California. That's
No,
all in the Bay. That's all in the San Francisco Bay Area.
The Warriors are in San Francisco.
So now they're back in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, you know, the Bay Area, and they make it, there's 3 cities all separated by kind of like a bridge. You cross the Bay Bridge, you go from Oakland into San Francisco, and San Jose is further south, but they're all 3 cities all side by side. San Jose, Oakland,
I gotcha.
and San Francisco. So
sorry.
And then Monterey is a little bit. California's awesome.
A big place, and so I can't keep up with all the names of the cities that are in California.
I love California. If I moved back to the United States, I would move back to California. And I've been everywhere in the U.S., but I love me some California.
I've never been. Never been to California.
I've been to Georgia. Okay.
Ain't nothing special. Alrighty, guys. Well, with that, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be discussing Mike Tyson and the Jake Paul fight a little bit more. So make sure you guys stick around, and we'll be back in a minute.